Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
As a nation, in these past few years, we have passed many pieces of paper, and only some of them have actually been useful, as like the Articles of Confederation.
The Articles of the Confederation include lots of details about our foreign policy.
Some rules restrict other states from making foreign relations without Congress's approval.
It also restricts armies during times of peace. During these times, there should be no need for states to have their own army.
Very recently, a piece of paper has been passed known as the Constitution that separates our government into three main branches.
The three main branches are the executive branch, the legislative branch, and the judicial branch.
The judicial branch is the branch that has to do about courts. They decide if laws are unconstitutional or not. To become a Supreme Court judge, you must have a great background record and always have good behavior. You also have to be appointed by the Senate. You can be a judge in the Supreme Court for as long as you want, or you can step down when you're older.
The executive branch is known to be the head of the government. The two main roles are president and vice president. The president and the vice president both have a 4-year term. The president is elected by the people, and the vice president is appointed by the president. The president also has the ability to pass or veto laws.
The last branch is the legislative branch. They make up the Congress, which consists of two houses, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Each state votes on what senator they want to have in office. Each senator takes a 6-year term. The amount of representatives in the House of Reps all depends on the state's population at the current time. The House and the Senate elect their own leaders to control the party's actions. They also have a major role in Hello, my name is Steven.
And I'm Dan.
Today is January 1787, and the Shayites, the people of the Shays Rebellion, have tried to take over the Springfield Armory.
These men of Massachusetts took up arms protesting what they claim to be economic injustice. These men are just ordinary people coming from different rural backgrounds to stand up against the heavy taxes. All through the war, the debts have been piling on people who've just been supporting their country.
These men were trying to help their nation when the war all started. But the government is in large debt and needs to get out of it. Maybe they shouldn't have pushed out the debt collection so fast directly after the war. We must be careful not to become what we've been fighting.
You will now be returned to your regularly scheduled entertainment.
We're happy to inform you that American Idol has been canceled due to lack of interest. We'll now talk about a piece of paper because it's shown to be more interesting.
So our Constitution is a fascinating document. It is also extremely important to the setup of our government, which makes it vital to learn the pros and cons.
According to the Federalists, the Constitution protects the liberty that we fought to protect. It applies a organized structure of government that makes sure other branches of the government are checking on each other to make sure no one goes off the rails. This is a good way to fight corruption in the government.
On the other hand, the anti-federalists are against the Constitution. They believe the largest threat to America is the possibility of corruption in the government. They believe that the Constitution provides a gateway for that happening, and that it provides the government with far too much power.
But the Constitution isn't the only thing that has pros and cons.
What?
The Articles of Confederation are also a very important part in our government. The Articles of Confederation are useful because they are set rules for our national government. They help bind our government together.
Another pro of the Articles is that if a corrupt state attempts to wage a war, it would need permission from Congress.
But it also has a couple of cons, as in the fact that each state can't have its own paying army. So if they get attacked, they have to wait for troops to come to them or use the family guns in their own home.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Good night, folks.